Life is full of incredible experiences, but the way we choose to frame those experiences shapes our reality. Whether it is dealing with trouble, personal beliefs, or striving for success, our mindset is often the biggest obstacle on how we see and interact with the world. We believe that perception is a choice, and by changing the way we view things, we can gain peace and purpose even in the face of adversity. Reframing your experiences and beliefs can transform not only how you approach hardships, but how you live your life virtuously. Remember, sometimes choosing to believe something simply because it serves you can lead to personal growth and empowerment. This perspective shift, known as reframing, is a great tool we all have but often don't use. We allow default responses and indoctrinated beliefs to influence our actions, but by actively reframing our thoughts, we unlock new strategies, deeper insights, and a healthier mindset. Stay tuned for the rest of the video and for what I have to tell you. For it are powerful lessons that will help you rethink the stories you tell yourself, break out of negative thought patterns, and ultimately take back control of your life. Useful, not true. Sometimes, what's useful isn't necessarily true. There is this idea of marketing yourself. View it as an opportunity to serve others by offering genuine value. Although not every situation would be like this, adopting this mindset will encourage you to approach business with honesty and purpose, focusing on how you can contribute to society rather than your own personal gain. We don't always need to cling to absolute truths. Instead, we can choose beliefs that counterbalance our biases and serve us better. This shift in reframing aligns you with the core belief in self-governance. Functionally true, but literally false. Understanding that something can be true in the mind but false in reality. Take the old belief that walking under a ladder is bad luck. Is there a scientific proof for it? No. But avoiding it might prevent accidents like paint cans falling on your head. While porcupines cannot literally throw their quills, viewing them that way encourages caution and distance, serving as a useful safeguard. Sometimes it's not about the precise truth, but about adopting a perspective that preserves your well-being. The power of reframing. It is not just about feeling better. It's a strategic tool. When we face challenges, our default reactions can limit our options. Reframing invites us to see situations through new lenses. You may have just lost your job, believing it was a reflection of your own failure, and you might be carrying the weight of inadequacy for years. However, what if you just realized that the decision had nothing to do with your abilities, but rather circumstances beyond your control? Self-doubt and the lost opportunities for growth were unnecessary burdens you have placed on yourself. This teaches us that much of our suffering comes not from events themselves, but from the judgments we attach to them. Realize that our past is not fixed. It's a story we tell ourselves, and by reframing it, we can let go of unnecessary pain. Not all perspectives are equal. recognizing that not all viewpoints are the same, even though we are often convinced our own is the most accurate. We become so attached to our point of view that we forget it's merely one illustration of reality. Stoicism teaches that everything in life is fleeting, and our attachment to fixed ideas can cause unnecessary suffering. Understanding that selective memory gets in the way of your perception allows you to reframe how you recall the past, freeing you from false judgments and helping you see more clearly. This acceptance helps us cultivate inner peace, as we are not disturbed by the inevitable changes that life brings. Detaching from unthoughtful reactions. A critical aspect of reframing is learning to detach from your initial reactions. Every situation evokes an instinctual response. However, this first impulse is rarely the most reliable. By training yourself to step back and reflect, you allow space for reason to guide you. This practice of looking beyond the obvious and considering less instinctive views often leads to a meaningful attitude. It's in choosing to respond with reason rather than impulse that we find true mastery over our life. Action-based perspectives. Reframing is about choosing perspectives that drive better actions. At times, we adopt limiting beliefs, such as, there are no good jobs out there, which can stop us in our tracks and lead to inaction. However, if a perspective leaves you feeling trapped, it's worth questioning why. Perhaps adopting a new perspective, a challenge you can overcome, might lead to taking action-based steps instead of just giving up. The key is to choose a viewpoint that leads to productive actions, even if the belief itself isn't universally true. It's about finding what works for you and helps you move forward. Stoicism teaches that our perceptions shape our reality. By reframing our experiences through the lens of what is within our control, adversity becomes an opportunity for growth, and emotions no longer controls our responses. And by remembering our mortality, you can go on living a life of virtue and meaning. And by focusing on what's useful rather than what's objectively true, we can adopt perspectives that lead to more empowered actions, better decision-making, and ultimately, a happier life. If you like the content so far, then please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Stay inspired to